You're listening to JoCo Community Radio.
Texas pride, Texas grown, from the dirt to our home, no matter the weather, we do it together. Feed our hearts, feed our souls.
Hello, dude.
Morning.
Welcome to Morning Vibes with Tiffany Carlin, and they are on their way, but we are here. We are the movie dudes.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we decided to hijack
Ha-ha.
the room. My name is Thomas McCarg.
I'm Tyler.
Hi, hey Nona.
There she is.
Here, I'm in your spot.
Nope, you keep going right now.
Okay, cool. We decided to start for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to
Awesome.
this one here.
Yeah. Here,
That way, I'm
in the hot seat.
That's right.
Well, you need to be seen more.
No.
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 Got everything
Here.
turned on?
Yeah,
I prefer to
think so.
stay out of the limelight.
This is
That's why-
a fun. We decided to hijack this morning. So you're welcome.
Hey, that's okay.
All right.
you
Well,
know?
thank y'all for having us on, by the way.
Well,
Yeah.
we appreciate it. We try to promo all of the shows, and we just haven't had y'all on yet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hi.
Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
I know.
It's not raining anymore, so
I
it's a
know.
good day, right?
Yes.
Let's-
Yesterday was nasty.
Yes, it
It was
was.
so gross.
Yes.
We're all coming in hot. We all
Yeah,
showed up at
sorry.
the same. No. We literally just got here ourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're just all coming in, just hot, just like what's a breather? We need a breather. We need like
That's
an
right.
icebreaker or something.
Absolutely.
Everybody take a quick breath.
Mhm.
Good morning.
I'm a little congested. You know, it's not the best.
I may
breath.
I may have to have you
Take two.
switch.
Yeah.
Take two. You got it.
So, oh my goodness. Okay, so
Tell me.
I know you've been doing the movie guys for a while because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
filled in for you when you weren't here.
Okay.
She did. She hung out with me in the morning one time.
Very
when we were
cool.
guest host. Yeah, that was super fun. We
Yeah.
talked about HGTV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. We
That's
got
a-
real deep
That's a
into
good.
the
I'll get
HGTV.
into those fixer-upper shows.
Yeah.
My wife loves the pool shows.
The DIY pool show.
Yeah.
Dude, that show's so good. That guy's a
Man.
boss.
Yeah, it's called Insane Pools Off the Deep End. If you ever get a chance to check that out,
Okay.
it's amazing.
Okay.
This
So
guy
good.
builds like $500,000 pools though.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So my wife's like convinced. She's like, we just need to win the lottery. All I want is this pool. That's all I
will
want.
tell you, I saw a pool this weekend at a and if they're listening, they'll know, at a Halloween party.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
No?
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. It had a swim up bar.
Love
Yep.
And up on top,
Yep.
it had like a just seating area. I was going, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is so
it.
cool.
That is so awesome.
The
My-
swim up bar is by far
Yeah.
my favorite
like,
thing.
Did
Yeah.
it have its own seats like for the swim
Yeah,
bar and
so-
everything? Like you
So
sit in the water and stuff?
underneath the like top porch area, I guess, or balcony,
Mhm.
Mhm.
where they had nice little cushion couches and stuff. You swim and you pop up on the shallow end, and
Yeah.
it's underneath, so nothing gets wet if it is
Oh,
raining.
Wow.
But there are little seats at the bar too.
That
Mhm.
sounds
yeah, it was
so
really
cool.
nice.
That sounds so cool. Some of
yeah.
the way he's just like, yeah, I want that rock, and it's like this
Oh
500
man, it'll be just
pound
like
boulder, like
Yeah.
like,
Wait,
so
it'll
more,
be like
yeah,
2,000
You know
pounds,
what?
yeah,
man.
they're
I
like a
wonder
ton,
if I
dude,
have
like-
seen that one.
okay.
but like the way he's moving
It's-
it with cranes over people's
Yeah,
houses and stuff
you're
is
right.
just so scary and so
Mhm.
Yeah,
insane.
I just forgot about it. I'm gonna have to go back
Making
and
the grottos.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just finished watching how was it? Oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's they take different designers and then they all had these little pods.
Okay.
I cannot remember the name of it. Someone help us out.
They had a bunch of pods.
Yeah, they had little pods that they had their name on them, and so they had to decorate it.
Okay.
So, like one time they would walk in and it was already decorated, like maybe the 70s or something, and then they had to just tear it apart, and they had like one day to do it,
Okay.
and they had to redesign.
Yeah.
It's something Star, gosh, Designer Star.
Okay.
I think that's what it's
Cool.
called. Anyway, the girl that won has already started her own show, and it's called Rent. So she takes rentals. I can't remember the name of it. It'll hit me again. She takes rentals and helps the renter make it feel like more of their home. And, it's approved by the landlord.
Mm-hmm.
But some of it is stuff that they end up, it looks like it's built in, but then it's not. And so then they can take it away.
That's interesting.
So it's pretty cool. So anyway.
That's neat.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I can renovate things
out to
but
new
then
things.
once I get things renovated,
Yeah.
trying to
Mine
actually do
stays-
interior
mine-
design, I suck at it.
Mine stays in
I'm so
renovation
bad
mode.
at it.
Are you wearing a different color pair of glasses today?
I wear different pairs of glasses all the time.
That's
yeah.
how you trick me up, man.
Yeah, yeah. I got red ones. I have these.
I've seen you in the red ones.
You have
Yeah.
yellow ones, don't you?
I ordered some yellow ones, some green ones, and some white ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't think I've ever seen you in that color, and I like it.
Thank you.
I like that you wear different color glasses, and you're just.
It's my thing.
It's one of your fun. It's one of the fun elements of who you are.
Yeah.
The first time I've actually met Tyler.
Oh,
What?
well,
Yeah,
What?
it is.
Oh, that's true.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
because we're not here on Monday
Yeah.
mornings,
Well-
so
Yeah.
you are the 9 a.m. hour on Monday mornings.
Mhm.
On Friday. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, on
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
I was
Friday.
like, they're Friday, right?
James
Yeah.
G.
Here-
Sorry,
I didn't
people.
even correct. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yep.
I
Mhm.
filled in for him once, but he wasn't here, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So James G is 9 a.m. on Mondays.
Right.
And then JoCo Vibes is 9 a.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Movie Dudes takes over on Friday at
Fridays.
9.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I like that we're changing it up for the 9
Right.
a.m. hour.
Yeah.
You know, like you guys are taking it into the weekend on Fridays.
Yeah, that's why we want to talk about movies as well, is because
Yeah.
it is the weekend. It's go
Mhm.
out and do something.
Absolutely.
We also hint on just like entertainment in the area.
Absolutely.
Like you were talking about car shows and like just music, like bands that are playing and stuff.
Yeah, we try to just let everybody know what's what they can do for the weekend. Something fun
yeah
to go out and do.
we're supporting
Especially
people.
now, I just want things to open up more and more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
want things to close anymore. I get
Mhm.
bored at home.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So
I saw something cool though. I'm
Mhm.
gonna grab my coffee and I'm gonna see. I want to see if anybody else has noticed.
She starts with,
Okay.
I got
Oh,
something
that's
cool.
something
Right.
cool. Time
Hold
out.
on.
That's how you build
That's a
suspense right
cliffhanger.
Yes,
there.
That's a
everybody's holding
cliffhanger.
on
It
and
was a
listening.
teaser.
She's like on the next morning vibe.
Yeah, seriously.
We're all
I'll tell you all about it.
waiting.
Okay, so do you guys know where the batting cages are here in Burleson?
Yes.
Over by HEB.
No,
No,
not
not
those.
those.
It's the
The
old.
ones
It's
off
the older
of-
ones.
Of Dotson.
Yeah. So we were trying to
Okay.
figure out. My husband and I were trying to figure out if I haven't seen if they've opened back up ever or.
No.
And so what they're going to do with it. And so when I drove by there the other day, there was a bunch of yellow balloons, like somebody was having a party.
Mhm.
And then it almost looked like they set the parking lot up to be a drive-in movie theater.
Mm.
Oh, cool.
I'm
I wonder,
speculating. I have no idea, but I
wonder if
saw.
that's where they're doing that.
I'm running with it.
Burleson, the movie thing for the Parks Center thing.
Oh, I don't
Because
know.
they were doing something for the Parks Department and they're like screening movies and
Oh, cool.
stuff. Yeah.
I
Oh,
would have
maybe.
figured they did that. In
I
old
didn't
time.
want to like pull over and like get my binoculars out and spy on them.
You
That, which
should
just made me think
You
of
are-
Inspector
yeah, I
Gadget
know,
from
that's
yesterday.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, Tiffany just likes to spy on people. Is what I think it is.
Hey,
She's really just a
Do
secret
not say
people
that
watcher.
because I've actually been accused
You
of
said
that when it
that.
was never me.
No,
I swear to God.
she talks about it all the time. That's why they thought it was you.
I only talk
She's
about
over
it with
here.
Inspector Gadget because I want to be the guy. I want to be the one to witness the funny.
That and
Yeah.
watching people in the park, from bushes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the binoculars.
Where's
and
the funny? Where's the funny stuff going on?
Where's
You
the
know.
Yeah.
funny
See, that's
But yeah, I'm not stalking people's political events. Okay, just want to make that clear that that online accusation was completely false and pulled out of someone's ass.
see, that's why I
You
speculate
have
on
better
all
things
these.
to do than that.
Dear Lord, I hope I do.
Right.
If I don't have
Right.
any,
I've always wondered how people like that make money. How do people go on to like continue to stalk people or like terrorize people and have money? Like, how are they getting gas to go places to do things?
they're stalking
Does that
people to
make
get
sense?
money.
No, they're not
I don't
stalking.
know.
I don't know. Like, but it's just like,
Are
how
they
do-
being paid to stalk?
Yeah, right.
Mm.
No,
You
but
know,
I'm just
you
talking
can
about
do
those
that.
weirdos. We're
Right.
just like,
I
why
know.
are they being like? How
Right.
are they having money? How
Right.
are they able to do this?
I know.
It always
Very-
blows
Could they
my
let
mind.
us know that? Because we would.
Yeah, like
I mean,
Date-
like-
I want to hear that report.
If it's that
Dateline.
easy to make money, I mean, gosh,
I worked
wish
with a
someone would
guy
help
who
us
was
out.
a private investigator once, and he said it was like it's not nearly as much fun as you think. He was like, it's
Yeah.
basically what you do
Really?
is you just investigate people who are trying to do insurance fraud or stuff. So it's basically, He's like, I just like sat in my car all the time and just waited for people that were supposed to be in wheelchairs to walk and do like break
Yeah,
the lawn
I'll
or
tell
something.
you what,
so I could
straight up
bust
though,
them.
that happens.
It
Insurance
does.
companies send people
Yeah,
out to
yeah,
check on
exactly.
these
That was his
people,
job.
and they get
I-
busted.
Yeah.
I
They
love
really
that
do.
so
Yeah.
much. Just
Yeah.
imagine just walking and being like, but I would feel bad being like, I think that guy could walk, and like you're the only one. Like you don't go push him over in the wheelchair or anything. You know, like, I know you can do
We
it.
know you can
I know
walk.
you can walk.
And then you're
like,
and then you're
Dude,
screwed because you
walk.
picked the wrong guy.
yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Oops, wrong guy. It was that one
Hey,
right there.
I'm missing legs.
Other wheelchair bound guy. Yeah, he's got it clearly.
You know he can't.
You rip the blanket off, and you're like, get up.
He's like, I was
Oh,
a
never
veteran.
mind.
Is this Elm Street? Am
Yeah.
I
What's
on the
up,
wrong?
dude? Where did you
Oh,
come from?
man.
He's like, which movie were you watching before
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pulled up here? You know?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. Yes.
But I would do
Exactly.
I want to do the private ass stuff where you're like, I need you to spy on.
Trying to catch some cheaters or something.
Cheating spouse.
Oh, that show
Yeah.
used to be so good. That
Come on,
Cheaters
that-
show.
You're gonna end up in a Richard Gere situation. What's that movie where the old one where he hires that guy to watch his wife or whatever, and he actually catches her, and see it gets real bad. It gets real dark. What's the name of that movie?
Oh,
Richard Gere,
Yeah,
hang on.
not Cruel Intentions.
no,
No.
it's a good one though. It's a thriller.
Okay, so
like
hold
we're
up.
all our head. You can hear the wheels turning.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah,
You hear the hum
file
of the-
cabinets are opening in our head.
but I
Yeah.
feel like I'm too risk averse and too drama averse to actually want to catch anybody in those things. I wouldn't want to tell the person that I caught. Would
I
be the
just would
problem.
want fun, entertaining PI
Yeah.
stuff.
Internal
sorry.
affairs.
That one seems
No.
really boring. Can you give
Yeah.
me a different?
I'm going with the Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Can we really find out that there's real cartoons around?
Yeah.
All right, it's not Intersection because Intersection is he was having an affair,
Yeah.
right? And the two women get into a car accident.
Richard Gere was always having an affair. in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
movies.
Yeah, something
Constantly.
like that. Just not with
It's
me. I don't
Mm.
understand.
Or me. What?
Or both of y'all?
Or, yeah. Come on, Richie.
I
Spread the
can't
love.
I can't find it. This is so weird.
You sure it's Richard
Summersby.
Gere?
I forgot he was in movie 43. Have you guys ever seen that? It's a
Mm-mm.
wild acid trip of a movie.
Yeah,
It's a weird movie.
it
I
goes
don't-
along the lines of like Southern Fried Movie and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
where it's just out
Is it
of
good?
control.
Did you guys promo? Did you guys promo what Movie Dudes is about on Friday? Did we even have that conversation?
No,
Oh,
we
no.
haven't
Sat
even
down?
been there.
Look, we
We've been
came in hot,
chatting.
not knowing what
Okay.
the hell we were talking about.
Oh well, he knew. He knew what we
I
were talking about.
know.
All right. Well, if you guys have not met Thomas and Tyler yet, we've got them on the Thursday 9 a.m. morning because
Friday.
no. It's Thursday.
Oh, today is Thursday. I thought you were saying we.
Yeah.
All
Rewind, bud. I knew where I was going here. Hold
She's
up.
Not, she's not that.
Wait a
screwed
minute.
up.
He turns around. No, but we want to introduce you to them because if you didn't know, the 9 a.m. hour on Friday is these two guys, and they're talking movies, entertainment. We may be rolling into some other stuff and maybe
some
into an extra
sports.
hour. We're not totally sure. We're still kind of figuring this part out. But what I love about watching your show is that each Friday you're not just talking about, hey, what's coming into the weekend and what you guys can, go do here in JoCo and what's happening in the movie theaters here. But you're talking about like different genres of different genres of films, different eras of films, like which was one of my favorites when I was sitting out here, doing some stuff, and they're in here talking about every one of my favorite movies from the 80s. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I
Mhm.
totally want to. I know, like I was quoting movie lines out in the lobby so bad that I had to come in here and join them. And anyway, so I like that. So you want to tune in on 9 a.m. on Friday mornings, whether you're listening on the radio or watching them, on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, because the conversation gets so interesting. And I mean, it really does.
Thank you.
I mean, you
Thank you,
guys
guys.
you get so excited about what you're talking about, but you have such a different dynamic too. You're usually Thomas is usually standing up and he just gets so excited about like that one thing, and Tyler just kind of stays chill the whole time. But
Mhm.
but in this, I don't know, this you've got this like dry, entertaining demeanor that I love about you. But it fits your glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This funky chill dude, and yeah, And so,
It's the funky chill dude in
It
the
is.
spaz.
It is my way.
yeah, you are. You're a funky, chill dude. So, anyway, so enjoy it. So, talk about. I just want you to tell people first of all what you do for your, to make money. Are you private investigators following people
We
around?
are. We
I mean,
are.
since you brought it up,
I actually follow Tiff around. That's the weird thing. Well, hi. I own a mortgage finance company called Mortgage R Perry
Called
Financial,
mortgage.
called
and
Mortgage.
that's R Perry.
R Perry R
P
R R
Y.
Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spelled it wrong yesterday. That's why I'm
That's funny. I did
slapping
too. I
myself
didn't
in the
even. I didn't even spell it. But R Perry Financial, mortgage lending group, and I take care of any kind of financial needs when it comes to home buying. So
for
give me a call.
anyone
Yeah.
and everyone in the Metroplex,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just Johnson County, but
No,
you are
every-
here in Johnson County, Texas, specifically in Burleson. You love to do what I've heard. This is what I've heard about you recently. This has been texted to me. He loves to do the hokey pokey every hour.
on the hour.
On the hour during work hours.
That
Explain
is
that
true.
to us, would you, Thomas?
Okay, so what happens is I work above Babe's Chicken, and the hokey pokey plays every
Yes.
hour, every insert every curse word there is hour, and for a while it was cute and fun. But now it's just like I feel like I'm like in an insane asylum.
You are.
Sometimes because it's every hour and it's just like, am I hearing it again? And all the walls are white, like in my office, it's like such a boring, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta get out of here. I gotta take a walk. At first you do the hokey pokey.
I was about to say.
But now it's gonna be a crime spree.
Yeah.
So
So if we see dead chicken, laying
yeah,
around,
exactly. Yeah.
Really,
I'm just covered in chicken grease and
Okay.
just like just fried.
again, this is one of
bits.
those things where
Yeah.
it'd be great one day to be sitting outside the brewery
And
a
watch
window
you come out.
a window.
Just
No.
there's just chicken grease flying out of my mouth.
I'm just
and
really thinking you whip
rolls.
open a window upstairs and start throwing, dead rubber chickens
Yeah,
out.
that's what's
Mm.
happening. And protest.
Effing had it with this effing song.
Do you know what's wrong
It'll
with
probably
the
just be
chicken?
like him crying, go like, "You put your left foot in. You put the left foot in."
Get the bread out
It's
of
a
your
real-
pants. Like that's like stuffing bread.
It's, with Thomas, it's more of a Silence of the Lambs
Yeah,
situation.
it
It's
is,
like,
yeah.
"You
No,
put the
I
left
need-
foot in."
stuffing the mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
the green
Yeah,
beans.
Yeah.
Crying
I'm a-
Gamey's in the corner of the
Yeah,
office.
yeah.
I'm becoming a weird like chicken conspiracy theorist. You know what's wrong with the industry?
I love that we full on used movie references to every part of
Yeah.
your psychoticness from the hokey pokey.
That's exactly what it is. A little bit of shining in there. A little
Mhm.
bit of.
If you're gonna have a breakdown,
I look down the hallway.
Might
there's
as well
two-
do it with movie quotes.
yeah.
Straight up.
I look down the hallway. There's two Colonel Sanders.
You gotta have a
standing
point of-
there.
Is this really happening? Why is Big Bird here?
I'm not-
Although he's not a chicken.
And why is he fried?
Wait, is he a chicken?
No,
Yeah,
he's
Big
a
Bird's a
bird.
chicken.
Is Big Bird a chicken?
No. I
What
think
kind of
he's
bird
just-
is he?
He's a
It's just
yellow
one-
bird.
He's a big ass
Oh.
bird.
Okay.
You know when they go on the
Now I'm gonna
documentaries and they're
look.
like, look at that big ass bird.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
that's
what you call
that's
him
what
a
they say
bird.
on planet Earth. David
Okay.
Attenborough says
Just
it.
wasn't a chick.
Not
I
mirth.
Gotcha.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't know what he is.
I just watched Mork and Mindy, and
Did you? Oh,
I
Nano.
I know. And
It's
Mork
one of my
went
favorite
back
shows.
To, Mork
Oh,
shrunk and then
the
went
Robin
to.
Williams, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love Robin Williams. Anyway, he went to this other Earth, and it's called Mirth. And so I was joking. I knew half of y'all wouldn't.
Do you
get
know that
that 'cause-
he-
I've
I
seen
know
some
that.
of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I've seen
guys need
Oh my
It's
god!
hard-
Robin Mindy.
completely right up your alley.
Mhm.
Yes,
Both of you.
It's good.
Yeah.
And you got to watch it from the very. You got to watch it from
Yeah.
the pilot all the way
Yes.
through
Mhm.
Yeah.
because he and when you like if you've watched the
Evolves a
documentary on
lot.
him,
Mhm.
he what's the word? Ad libs. It's
Yes.
not ad libs.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, 100%.
It almost they said that's what made the show.
Uh-huh.
That he said stuff that they had no idea was about to come out of his mouth, and it
Mm,
was
I
like the
believe
best
that.
stuff ever.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that the truth?
Yeah.
That's
Totally.
just him in a nutshell,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's- I mean,
Yes.
that's,
That's
mo-
what made
How
him.
did I
Made
get in
him.
this nutshell?
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
He's great.
But if you ever watch his stand up too, I mean, that's just most of it. I mean, he's just go. But the thing is, he would, I mean, because
improv. That's the word I was looking
yeah,
for.
but he would go so far as to like he'd obviously hear other people do stuff,
Uh-huh.
but he would end up paying like those comedians like, sorry, I just started riffing and this is where I landed and I accidentally stole some of your stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
But was
Yeah.
truly an accident, like but he's just so spitfire, so rapid fire that and saying so much that you can't just help but repeat some
He's
things that
also
you
Mrs.
hear.
Doubtfire.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Spitfire. Got it.
yeah, spitfire.
Okay, just checking.
He's such a doubtfire. He's such a really hones in. But yeah, but he would end up. He's such a sweetheart of a guy. He'd just be like, "Sorry, I
Yes.
didn't realize I did this," and here you go.
Yeah,
type
he
thing.
was
And
great.
Yeah. he's
So
genius.
back to the hokey pokey.
Turn yourself around.
No, I just want to know if the
Turn my
entire.
life around.
I now have a visual, and I would like this could be a good
Yes.
flash mob.
Yes.
If all of a sudden everybody upstairs, Gabrina, Michelle, everybody else who offices up above, they're
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Uh-huh.
like for a whole day, the entire hour,
Yeah.
each hour for the entire day, they
Mhm.
all get up and do the hokey
Do the hoko-
pokey,
Yeah.
and we get it on film.
If you can't,
Just saying,
if
it'd
you
be kind
can't
of
kill
cool.
the
And do a
music,
time lapse.
join the music.
Join the music.
Yeah.
That's called insanity.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
like the voices in my head won't stop.
All
it's
right,
okay. I'm going to be
Just,
singing Hokey Pokey all day. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
all right, Tyler,
Yeah.
what do you do to make money?
I do a lot of things.
Hmm.
I raise goats.
If he tells you, he's going to have to kill you.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-oh.
I do construction work. I play music. That's
Can we rewind to the goats?
He's a
Yeah.
man of
Okay,
all
let's go. I
trades.
want to start with the
I
goats.
need a goat.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they?
We'll talk
I'll tell you
later.
one.
Are these like the mini goats?
They're pygmies. Yeah. They range.
My husband's going.
They're about like anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds.
Okay. Oh, they're
Yeah.
the cuties.
Yeah. They're. I guess
No.
they're. They're fun. They're a
Tell
nuisance.
them about Tyrone. Is it the one that gets his head stuck in?
No, that's a
fence?
little. I have a little girl who I had to move because she just won't stop. I had to cut for a week straight. I was cutting her head out of a fence, like 5 times a day.
5 times a day. I was there watching his
Did
property.
you have
and
a
this
little
happened.
blondie?
Yeah.
She is just not an intelligent goat. But I mean, that's
She's like, the
that's
grass
the way
is
of
so much
them.
better on the other side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah. Eventually, I just gave up and just took her out, and now she just roams the pastures by herself because she just doesn't care to be with the other goats.
I
Anyway.
think it's trying to
Aw.
find the cow that was on the land of your
Yeah,
client
it
that you're
was.
talking about, who would never come home.
The cow just wouldn't leave its home. Like it's like
Leave,
this is where I stay, and you own me now. So
Had to be sold
Yeah.
with the house.
it did.
if you
yeah, 'cause they
watch-
couldn't
I
catch
would-
Oh
it.
my
It's so funny.
gosh.
You have to watch the Business Connections show from yesterday at 10 a.m.
I saw you walking in.
Mhm.
And because that he tells that whole cow story,
Yeah,
and so it's worth go back and
funny.
watch it because it was a great show.
We've
anyway.
had plenty of animals roam on our land too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, one of those animals is gonna get hit on 731 because that thing is
Mm.
just a madhouse now, not like it used to be.
Are these all animals you own, or
No,
is
they're
that just
animals
like-
well, no, we have horses and a longhorn and chickens and animals, dogs, cats.
Yeah.
But most of them, they're all smart enough to stay away from the
Mhm.
street. No, these live right off of Cross Timbers, right across from us.
Yeah.
And this woman has like llamas and goats and
Uh-oh.
and they get out all the
Is
time.
that Philip's house?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Philip's down that way.
Oh, he's down that way, and he got
Yeah.
he got a zebra.
I know. I'm gonna have to take the kids over to see the
And a
zebra.
squirrel. We
Yes.
squirreled.
We
Back to
squirreled,
Tyler.
Sorry.
Back
That's
to
pretty
Tyler.
awesome.
Okay,
So
so
the goat thing
It's-
was really
so the
interesting.
goat business thing. Do you breed them and sell them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know if this was like a goat milk thing,
No, I'm
and
not.
you're going
I don't
into the
get up early
cheese
enough for that.
business.
No.
Is
Okay.
it to
You have to
cut
do
our
that so
grass?
early. Yeah. I just have
Mhm.
pastures,
That's what I
and so they just kind of roam, and
Yeah.
they don't really do enough to keep. I have quite a bit of land, so they don't really do
Mhm.
enough to do that, but they
Right.
do their part, and they
That's
hang
why we
out.
have the horses.
Oh man, yeah, no, my
the
my
longhorn.
family's been in horses forever, and so they've
had
showed
cattle.
I was like, I'm not
Arabians and
doing
stuff like that.
horses.
I'm not a horse guy. It's so much. To me, they're just giant, expensive dogs.
They're beautiful though.
Yeah,
I will say they are not
But-
ours. We have a friend that lives behind us that rents the land
Mm.
and but I mean he's like a father to me and
Yeah, my
Yeah.
family lives over in Forest Hill. They've lived there forever, and they've bred like championship Arabian horses, show horses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
And so do they
world-class
still do that?
horses. Now they're older now. So
Yeah.
now they just board horses. But my great aunt still, she's can't really handle the Arabians anymore. So she actually drives the minis now.
Oh, okay.
And she's really good at it.
cute.
In her 70s. And
That's awesome.
And she's
Wow.
still just winning ribbons and winning
It's like
first
a
place all the
dope
time.
champion horse, like a
Mhm.
little mini
Right.
horse that's just
Yeah.
like, man, he's a proud boy too. You can see
Yeah,
him strutting around
she's,
that farm.
she's really
It's
good
just
at
like,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So, but
that's
that's
why-
what she does. She touches things.
That's
and
why she's still
wins.
rocking life in her 70s.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Because
Yeah.
Because she's on the go.
it's that idea where people talk about, well, retirement, it's in my future.
Yeah.
That was something, a fake thing
Can
that was
rest when
sold
I'm
to you
dead.
in the
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah.
Well, what is
When it-
retirement, right? Like,
Right.
at
It's
this
Florida.
point. Yeah.
It's a marketing scheme. That's
not,
what it
It's not
was.
being cold. It's not being cold anymore.
Yeah,
It's retirement.
it's
just-
literally a
I want to
marketing
move
scheme.
to Arizona where it's
Arizona.
dry.
I want to open my own leather shop and do a lot of things with turquoise.
Yeah.
That's what it's. Hey, that's what retirement's supposed to be. It's the next stage of your life. It's the reinvention of yourself, or it's that stepping into something that you always wished or dreamt that you did,
Mhm.
but then you got sucked into making an awesome paycheck or whatever. That's retirement. It's stepping into the next stage of your life, not going, it's time to vacation every week and
Yeah.
go to Florida or get on a cruise. And I'm not knocking that. Hey, if that
I
works
I was
for
about to
you
say,
too,
that's what I'm thinking.
if
it
that
is.
works for you too,
The
great.
cruise was a bit much. I did
Yeah,
one cruise.
cruise is okay.
Ugh, it sounds- I don't.
I don't want to be
that sounds
being
dirty.
stuck on a boat. It's
We've
not
done
my
a
way.
cruise before too.
I
mean,
wanna
it's
be able to-
okay, but it's not.
I want to escape the burning hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not-
just my thought.
I'm
Yeah.
not sinking with you.
And then,
guys.
not,
Like-
and then not jumping out the window and then
I'll never let go.
being eaten by sharks.
Yeah.
she had room.
I don't know
She
what-
had room.
I don't know what
I
movie that is.
totally agree.
We're gonna go to take a quick
Listen.
commercial break. We'll be right back here on JoCo Vibes.
Abnormal realities.
No, Ron,
Yes.
I love you, brother.
Okay, this is not going to be good.
So I just want to say that for the record.
Oh,
So let's talk
no.
let's talk about your experience on Saturday because two reasons. It's very important for people to do this. And
What,
that is
talk
for-
about it?
no, getting a
no, get
camera
it.
shoved up your butthole.
Yeah.
How was
53.
the butt sex with camera?
I don't remember it at all, actually. But I don't remember the camera searching for Uranus, my anus. Hey, dude, I always, when you go in for these types of procedures, they put you to sleep, right?
I mean, you got a
It was
camera
fun.
shoved up your butthole and you don't even remember it.
No,
that is a
I
really good
don't.
deep sleep.
And quite honestly, the weird part is you don't even know you've been violated. It doesn't feel like you've been violated. Oh, they blow air straight up in your butt. You got to release that somehow. So I got that out of the way as soon as I woke up.
Abnormal realities
I got questions, Ron.
with Ron and Rocky.
I got it done.
You got it done.
Weekdays, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. on JoCo Community Radio.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered. When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleveland, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
The voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
Texas pride, Texas grown from the dirt to
What a
our
vibe.
home, no matter
So,
weather.
yeah. I love that song. However, yeah, it doesn't roll with the morning JoCo vibes anymore. So we're picking a new one.
Oh,
Are you?
man.
Who is that? Is that you?
That's me.
It is.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Very
That's what
nice.
I
I was gonna be like,
Whatever, Tiffany,
I don't
it's
know who who that
I
is.
know. I was like, I figured
Who
I
do
knew it
you-
was you. I
who do you-
recognize that voice.
Who do you want it to be, Thomas?
Only you. It's only ever been you.
Welcome back to the second half of JoCo Vibes here on JoCo Community Radio. JoCo Community Radio is the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and Live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen, go to tuneinjoco.com and download the free app. All of our shows can also be found on any one of your favorite podcast platforms, such as Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and Spreaker. Check out our lineup and more on JoCoCommunityRadio.com. Don't go there right now because they're currently being updated. And I don't want to pull the site down in order to do that because then you can't get to tuneinjoco.com. So please be patient with me as we update things. Thanks for tuning in. This episode of More brought to you by Next Level Claims, making your insurance work for you. That's right. 10 times out of 10, insurance companies don't want to pay the full amount of the claim when that hail hits your roof or the tornado rips the roof off or whatever. Someone sets it on fire. I don't know. I don't know who's stalking you.
Yeah. It's Tiffany. She's ripping the roof
That's
off.
right.
She knows exactly how it happened.
So you've got to have someone ready to advocate for you and fight for you when you need to deal with your insurance company.
That's right.
Reach out to Nona Collins Reed, your local representative for Next Level Claims at facebook.com/Next Level Claims and get them in your corner before the next storm or stalker hits. So welcome back. I'm Tiffany Carlin with Nona Reed and the amazing movie dudes and so much more, Thomas and Tyler. Before we went to break, we were talking about Tyler's goats, but I want to talk about the rest of what you do for
Yeah.
your day job,
Oh man,
night
I
job.
spent a lot of time on a tractor. That
Your
or
big
just-
green tractor.
You know, I'm a pretty good house husband too.
Are
You
you?
know, yeah.
Okay,
That's
so what does your
good.
wife do? Can we talk about what your wife does?
Yeah, sure. She is a assistant principal at a school.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did just learn that about you.
Mhm.
Thomas
Yeah,
and I
so
were
she is
talking
in
about you
education.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Were your ears ringing?
Yeah. Yeah. But only because he plays the drums so
Yes,
loud.
baby. Yeah, that is true.
Actually,
guys-
no, it wasn't yesterday we were talking about. You were talking about you last week or whenever we were brainstorming about the sports show and other stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, so
Yep.
anyway, dragging you into more stuff.
Yeah, I'm a
I like
sports
it.
nut, man. That's
Yeah.
my way.
I like it.
I'll watch somebody I'll watch two people race an egg downhill if somebody has money on it. I don't care. Sports are my
If there's a
way.
line, if
yeah,
there's a line,
yeah. If there's an
Somebody's got
over
money
under
on
that
it.
I can bet on, I'll do it.
All right. So back when we were talking about Richard Gere movies and the PI thing, I do think it was unfaithful. I think she's right.
Yeah.
And which is one of my favorite
Oh,
movies
gee.
because it does go off the rocker, strange.
Yeah.
You know, like if you caught your spouse cheating, and you're on the the opposite end, you're the cheater.
Hmm.
Like all the ideas that you would think of what your spouse would do if they caught you cheating, like they would kill this person, right?
Mhm.
Or they would rage or whatever. So I don't want to give this whole movie away if nobody's seen it because it's an older movie. And so for the younger generation that hasn't yet dove into the amazing movies of the past, like I like to go and watch some the old black and whites or some of my favorite
Yep.
movies.
Yeah.
I'm not into the the roaring 20s with no sound. That drives me insane.
Yeah,
It's got to
can't
be
do it.
I gotta have talking and not the
yeah.
reading of what I mean?
yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
way that's like a way back. I'm thinking of what's his name, the comedian guy.
Benny
Charlie
Hill.
Chaplin.
No,
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Benny Hill's.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Benny
We
Hill.
used-
That was a Saturday night show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad loved that
Now
show.
That's
Really?
gonna be stuck in my
Yes.
head.
Yeah.
Pies
I
everywhere.
think Benny Hill would definitely get canceled in today's
Oh,
society, right?
100%.
Yes.
Whoops.
Yes.
Pervert.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. They were a little on the cray side,
Yeah.
but
If you like black and white movies, you should check out these movies called The Thin Man. Those are-
okay.
it's a series of movies with William Powell and Myrna Loy from the 30s and 40s. And it's black and white and they're mystery movies. Some of my favorite movies of all time. Still the best movies, the mystery movies I've ever seen. So The Thin Man. Go check that out.
Thin Man. Okay.
Mhm.
I think of
I
Slender
feel like I
Man.
may have seen this,
Mhm.
but
They're not scary. No, Slender Man is scary.
Yes.
Slender Man's
Yeah,
scary.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is mystery movies. They're awesome.
Okay.
And they have a little doggy called
goes my-
Asta.
Oh yes, I've seen some of these.
They're
I've seen
great.
some of these. Yeah, yeah. You see, you gotta. I like to watch those.
What you have, Shane?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what we were talking about. It just Johnny Dangerously,
Oh, Johnny
yes.
Dangerously.
Yeah, that's a
which is a
pretty
Michael
funny
Keaton
one.
movie.
That just probably threw everybody
haven't-
off because that was during the break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
So
guess, yeah.
we were talking.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
At lunch yesterday, we were talking about Michael Keaton movies, and I don't even know how we got onto Michael Keaton while we were at lunch, but
Mhm.
he's one of my favorites. But you haven't seen Johnny Dangerously yet.
No, I haven't.
Oh, I know what it was. I
haven't,
quoted a line from the movie.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mother called
And
me
you-
that
and-
once.
Once.
Yeah. And so anyway, that's
you
what
were
made me
sa-
just
and
think
you
about it.
stared at me like, you know
Yeah.
that movie, and I was,
No.
It's like I don't even know what you're talking about. You just said it sounded like a crazy person.
I'm
just
still
now.
catching him up.
She is.
Yeah.
Wait, there's nothing better than throwing out random movie lines to people who have no clue. They've never watched the
stare
movie.
at
They're
you.
just like,
Yeah.
Every sentence of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, for real though.
it's like one of my favorite things, though. I mean, it's like James G does it too.
Yes.
He can quote like every line from Dumb and Dumber.
Mhm.
And what else was he talking about yesterday? He was throwing out
Oh.
lines. Well, he was talking about George Carlin,
Yeah.
and which is a whole other
Love
topic
Carlin.
of conversation because were we having a conversation about George Carlin?
I don't think so, but I love Carlin. By the way, he's
I was having a conversation with somebody. Oh, it was the insurance guys that were here yesterday, and they were like, "Who's George Carlin?" I'm like, "Oh,
What, at the
God,
10
I'm old,"
o'clock?
which means I'm old enough to be your mother. No, I mean seriously, they were awesome, and it was just so crazy. They're like, "All right, well, I don't know who George Carlin is," and the other one
George
was
Carlin.
like, "I don't either." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "Please go look him up because
you,
he's
you should have been like George Carlin is the reason why we have modern stand up today.
yeah."
I
Uh-huh.
mean, he's incredible. He's
Straight
one of
up.
he's one of my favorites. I just love listening to him speak because it's not necessarily like he's super funny,
Uh-huh.
especially in the later years.
He's
right?
dry.
But he gets to the point and he kind of just focuses in on what is wrong with society.
Yep.
And just really highlights it, but in a very entertaining way. And I like him. I love him.
Straight up though, that's what it is. He's dry, and you had to be prepared for that. But you got to be prepared to, hear somebody say it like it is.
Mhm.
It's really interesting when you look back at him, older white guy.
Mhm.
It was very acceptable, and now you look at what's happening on Netflix to the comedian.
Dave Chappelle.
Thank you. Where they're trying to silence him and remove him, and he's doing the same thing. He's speaking openly about real issues and his opinions on it, and it's getting like so twisted. And I just look at, is this a generational thing? I'm sorry, I went to a deeper place there for a moment, but I watched that whole thing. It is
Yeah,
one of the funniest
too.
freaking stand-ups ever.
I thought it was
And
funny.
he talks real about
I'm
his
not gonna
own
say I
real
agree with
relationship.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I don't necessarily agree with everything.
the
but
the problem with society,
And nor do
think
we
what I
have to.
noticed- No,
Right.
But we
no,
can
no.
Right.
find the funny in it.
Yeah.
Well, I miss Patrice O'Neill
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He spoke on this once when he was alive, and Patrice O'Neill believed that, and this is his belief, not necessarily mine, but this is what he spoke about. He said that in the realm of comedy, comedians should have not necessarily free range, but a pretty wide open range to be able to speak in a satirical manner in order to find and expose things in life, right? So I'm not necessarily saying exactly that, I'm paraphrasing the way he said
Right.
it. However, I do believe that within the scope of and realm of comedy, there should be certain allowances that are given to these men because they have a job to make people laugh while finding ways to help, right?
Yeah.
And provide and put light on certain things.
That's how Bill Cosby got caught. Hannibal Buress was doing jokes on stage
Mhm.
about him harassing women and
Really?
Right.
that is what got people to start looking at that. Like there
Mhm.
had been stories, and Hannibal Buress on stage was talking about it. Somebody filmed it and leaked it on the internet, and that's what got the investigation going
Oh, Hannibal.
for Bill Cosby.
Mm.
What
Yeah,
going
And it
back to
was
Robin Williams
because he was making jokes about it.
If you
like-
watch some of Mork and Mindy, when he is ad libbing, impromptu, I guess
Mhm.
you can see he's throwing. I mean, my husband and I, because we just stumbled on Pluto. It's a
Yeah.
Anyway, it has the old shows on it,
Mm.
and we were watching it, and we would look at each other like something would be said, and we'd be like, it's all coming out in the light
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
so funny because back then, it was just, oh, that's just conspiracy theory or
Yeah.
whatever. But it's just so funny to see how people would say things. And like
Yeah.
he would say it funny, everybody would laugh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Our society lives
Yeah.
in short blurbs
Mhm.
that they can attach to and then repeat.
Mhm.
Right. So when they sit and read Dave Chappelle is blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
XXS said this, and
Right.
this, it's like, well, what's the context? First off,
Right.
people don't go and read further into just the headline,
Mhm.
right? Because then they just can go off and sound smart to their friends by saying blah, 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 blah,
Right.
and I'm on the right side of history,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Like it's that's where our society is at. We don't
Mhm.
sit and go in and actually do the research.
And
so,
I think that that's the great thing about entertainment. So when you're looking at movies, when you're looking at TV shows, when you're looking at documentaries or stand-up comedians, that's what everything you're watching
Mhm.
is. I mean, it's not just about entertainment, and it never has been just about entertainment.
yeah.
There's always some sort of message going on
100%.
that you should walk away and go, okay, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when this same thing happens in a horror flick over and over and over again. Why the hell would you run into the damn basement to hide?
And not in the
unless
running
there's
car.
unless there's or the running
I'm
car.
sorry.
Like, what's the good? Is
The
that a
Geico
Geico
commercial?
commercial?
Yeah.
It's so
I'm
true.
gonna hide behind these chainsaws.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
This
think we
makes a
like
lot of
doing
sense.
our show because I like to say there's two types of movies. There's movies that you watch and you're like, well, that was entertaining. And you go away and you don't think about it anymore. Or if you do think about it, you're just like, the more you think about it, if you were just entertained in the moment, you're like, that probably wasn't that good. You're just like, that was fine, or it wasn't that good of a movie. Then there's movies that you watch and you're like, I don't know, was it that good? But if you think about it later and you
Mhm.
can find more and more with it,
Oh, yeah.
that's a good movie.
Yeah.
So like that's the fun thing about entertainment is that there's two different types of things. There's things that are just made for strict entertainment right now, and there's nothing else to be done with it later.
Mhm.
And there's stuff that's made for you to latch onto it or you to think about it and
Right.
explore within, your own thought processes later. And that both of those things can be good in their own way, but they're just different.
Yeah.
Do you
Mhm.
think that sometimes people walk away from watching a movie and overthink it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
fun
like
of
the
it, though,
conspiracy-
right?
No, but I'm even talking about like some of the I'm going to call them conspiracy theories because I'm not saying anyone's wrong or right or whatever because I've never even really dove into it. I've just heard these discussions about the Disney movies. Is it Disney movies?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, there's
being-
a lot there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I don't know. I've never really dove in and read about all the conspiracy theories
Like
of the
The
Mhm.
genitalia on the
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Mermaid
Mhm.
like case. It's on the video case. Like I
Yeah.
have the old and you can go
Aladdin.
and see it. Yep.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I guess I'm gonna have to go
Yep.
look because I
Yep.
just always
Subliminal
look-
messages and things are
Yeah.
definitely there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just always looked at those.
I know it's sad.
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's that sad because I only think that it's being picked up by people who are over analyzing it. Because when we're sitting down and watching,
I think so,
well, think
too.
about it. Think about it. When you're watching a
There's
Disney movie,
sometimes, but then there's sometimes where it's just like that's
Yeah.
a penis on the Little Mermaid case.
Yeah.
I
Where
gotta
it's
go. I'm gonna have
that
to go look
It
at
is
it.
that blatant.
I'm
You
gonna
can
have
see-
to-
you can see it online too, but I have
Okay.
the case. I'll see if I can bring it. I'll
So
take a
the
picture.
so the thought process in it for me is there's always going to be adult humor in
Oh, yeah.
Disney movies or kids movies because
Yeah.
otherwise parents wouldn't watch them
but
because
that's
we
also
get the
who's writing them, right? Like
Right.
kids
We get-
aren't writing kids movies.
we get the inside joke, whereas the kids just are getting the visual part of it.
Mhm.
They're hopefully picking up the good lessons of being a good person and being kind because that's usually the good versus evil message
Mhm.
in every kid's movie.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the same thing over and over and
Yeah.
over and over and over again. So you want your kids to walk away from those movies and go, I have to be a good person.
Yeah.
I have to be the hero. I'm going to wear the
Yeah.
cape. I'm going to save people. And that's usually what kids walk away with.
Yeah.
Now, are
After
some
they
people
killed off your mom.
are some people
Yeah,
predis-
every Disney parent, all the Disney parents are
Parents are
dead.
always
They're
dying.
dead.
That's what.
Nobody has
another-
parents in a Disney movie.
That might be another conspiracy theory we could look into.
I don't know.
Why do they
You
want to
just
kill
gotta-
the parents off all the time?
so the kid, can grow.
if think about this, kids have fun when parents aren't around.
Right.
That's the very hurtful thing that some parents don't want to hear, but that's the truth. So
So if you're in a
if,
Disney movie,
if every movie, the kids were like, I'm just going to go with, it's not even,
Do
well, I
have
think
to
they made a
kill 'em
movie out of
off?
it.
They could just
but
be like, I left.
what's the,
and it was
It's all
gone for
metaf-
24 hours.
it's all metaphorical.
It's all
Yeah.
metaphorical, right?
Yeah.
It's the killing of the metaphorical father, right? So that the person can grow, right? It's all
Yeah.
it all goes back to like the
Yeah.
allegory of the cave kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's all it's all just based in basically it's all archetypes, right? Like all of those movies are based in archetypes, and you have to have certain archetypes that set up right the father that goes away, right? If we can, I can go down a deep rabbit hole with that, but
Sure.
but
It's true. I mean, you
With
can.
yes,
You can.
100%.
Yep.
No, you can.
So let me, because I want to make sure we cover this, and I want to make sure that we also leave a few minutes to talk about what's happening this weekend in Johnson County. Where did this passion for movies and entertainment come with you two? And where did where did you guys cross paths?
I've always been into movies. Just my family, we've always just gathered around and watched flicks, and I just started doing it and figure out what I liked and just started kind of going off. And I've always been into just like music and being creative, and I love the idea of like writing and seeing what makes this story good and what connects this. And I've always kind of I have that mind that likes looking for those things, and so that's what brought me into movies and music. We could talk about how we met, which is kind of a fun story, but I don't know what brought you into movies. and
Yeah, I
stuff.
used to write plays as a
Mhm.
kid, and I acted a lot, and I would set up all my teddy bears and recreate movie scenes.
Cool.
So I watched a ton of movies.
Some of us played teacher, and some
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us were entertainers.
That's
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Val Kilmer, we
I mean,
talked about
same.
that. I think that was on your first
Yeah,
episode you guys
exactly.
did.
I mean, that's really a cool.
I did a lot of stuff. Like
me
we would,
and my brother and
like
sister
me and
would-
my family would get together on
yeah.
Thanksgiving, and we would write things and make our family sit and watch, and we would do that every holiday.
That's
And so
awesome.
yeah, so like I just watched. I've seen probably more. I've wasted so much of my life on movies. I've seen everything. It's kind of sad, honestly.
You've seen so many movies.
I'm
Like
gonna-
every single time you're like, have you seen this movie? Like, no, I didn't even know that existed.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I
I'm gonna
love
have
movies,
to upload
but
Sneaky
that's been my way.
Sneakers and have it there for you guys to critique my video commercial that I did, that I
Okay.
wrote and filmed back in 1980, possibly 85 or 86.
I was like, when they were
Nice.
born.
Sneaky sneakers, don't get caught. I had to do it for
That's
I had to do it for
awesome.
school. Yeah,
That's
it was.
super cool.
And so it's me filming my sisters in the dark in their sneaky sneakers sneaking out.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was kind of cool. It was just I don't know what
Of course,
came
you
across
would have
it.
done a commercial like that.
Well, I'm a stalker, so
did
gotta sneak around.
did your teddy bears have a favorite movie scene?
Yeah,
awesome
Was
question.
there,
probably anything
was
from
there
Ace
a-
Ventura.
Nice.
scene?
Yeah,
I do the entire. I once made my my mom watch Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when it came out. I made her watch that like 7 times in one day.
Yeah. That poor
Literally,
woman.
I just put it on repeat.
So-
Like that's what I would do as
Yeah,
a child.
yeah.
I would just watch and I would just memorize things. Like
So
that.
interesting that you should bring that up, because there was a guy walking around in the Plantation neighborhood on Halloween dressed in the pink tutu.
Nice.
with the
Oh my
crazy
With the
gosh!
hair
Yes.
and the combat
Yeah.
boots.
He didn't have like the crazy walk going on, but I was like, and it was Maximus and I
That's a
were
good
driving out of we were trying to escape Plantation, because don't ever bring your kids there to trick or treat. And I'm not even kidding. It was a zoo, and there's only one way into that neighborhood
Uh-huh.
and one way out.
Mm.
And let me tell
Actually,
you,
no, there's not.
there's a second way.
Nona.
I know this. It's because it just
Had I
opened.
known that, I mean, I was ready to take the
There
Jeep
used
and
to only be one way, but
Over
is
the house.
Yeah.
now
Yes,
that
straight
there's
up.
been more development, there's other ways. I actually used to
Oh.
come the back road to pick up Dalton, and I'd come.
now you tell me.
Mhm.
Thanks. Anyway, I don't care. I'm still not. I don't want to drive.
I know,
I don't
it's-
want to be responsible to drive my vehicle through
Mhm.
that neighborhood,
It's crazy.
because people are
Because you'll
just
go on a rampage.
no. People
Yeah.
are crossing,
Yeah.
and it was
Well-
insane. I am not kidding you.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
in
Plantation
Fort
has
Worth,
become Oak
I
Valley.
believe,
There.
comes
Mhm.
into the Plantation
crazy.
neighborhood.
That's how Oak Valley
My-
used to be.
Yeah,
I think they all migrated to
I'll stick
Plantation.
with Mistletoe Hill. That's what I'm gonna do.
I thought my neighborhood was gonna be crazy this Halloween, and it wasn't. And I live in like
Where do
a
you live?
area. I live over off of Ridgely Country Club.
What's your address?
It is.
Just kidding.
Shit, here
You
comes
almost
Tiff.
fell for
Here
it.
comes
Yeah.
no, I didn't. No, here comes.
We're gonna
comes
come
Tiff
trick or treat.
watching.
Trick or treat
No.
4 days
No.
later.
That's not
That's
not the
not-
neighborhood.
No,
It's not.
No.
It for
well, it's all old people now. Is the
oh,
problem?
lights are off on the Halloween.
Well, no, that's the weird thing. But it's just like it's another one of those just one way in, one way out. It's kind of a pain to get to, but it's like neighborhood. I mean, it's a full size candy bar neighborhood. So.
Sweet. I like it.
Mm.
So I want to make sure. So, on Fridays, I know you're going to start sharing this information too, which is what's going on like around town. So,
Yeah.
but we're going to share it. First of all, I just want to say happy Diwali
Ah,
or Deepawali, as it's also called, which is
Mhm.
known as the Festival of Lights. It's usually celebrated in October or November and is on November 4th this year, which is today. Lasting over 5 days, the holiday is celebrated by millions of Hindus. I'm totally going to blow these names. Jains and Sikhs worldwide. The name of this festival is derived from Avali, which means row, or Deepa, meaning clay lamps. When merged, these words mean row of lights. For this reason, lights are symbolic of this festival, and Indians go overboard with sparklers and fireworks to fuel the inner light that spiritually protects them from the darkness.
that's so.
I
Cool.
like that.
That's
That
so
is
cool.
cool.
It really
Yeah.
is. It's very so. Check it out.
Yeah.
Look up stuff on YouTube or wherever on social media that you can find people celebrating this tonight, because it really is a very beautiful festival. If
Yeah.
you've ever watched them,
Mhm.
I have. So happy Diwali,
That's awesome.
Deepawali. Also, so here's it's Thursday, November 4th, 2021. Cash mobs happening at City Market today. This is an event that is hosted by the Burleson Chamber of Commerce. So they host a cash mob once a month, and they basically are promoting you to go in and hit this store or this retail location big time and spend your money there. So City Market here in Burleson, cash mob is today. So go in
Nice.
and show them your love and spend your money. Give them your wallet, whatever you
Yeah.
want to do.
They-
And so, yeah, that's all I got. For
We
Hall-
have-
I know I have more.
we
We have a
have
list
a
of other
Isn't
stuff.
the beer and wine crawl?
There is a beer and wine crawl. I had
I
it
keep
up.
hearing it.
I don't know what happened to it.
So
Hang on.
We are playing a show on Saturday.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
are.
Thank you
Where?
for saying that.
Yep. We're playing at the Haltom Theater.
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is from here. It's what, about probably 20 minutes away?
Yeah.
So, it's not
It's
far
our
at all.
buddy's.
not bad.
It's our guitar player's 21st birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
Oh my
baby.
God.
I know he's
He's a
old
baby. We're quite a bit older than he is.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we're gonna go on at 10:30. We'll play a lot of rock cover tunes that night. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna have a good time. It's a costume party. We're giving out $100 to first place, $50 a second.
Love it.
Wow.
Yep.
Love it.
So
So
it'll be
Haltom
fun.
Theater, you want to check that out for Saturday night. Cross Timbers Wine Trail, it's the Old Town Bistro Wine and Brew Crawl. It is I gotta somebody sent it to me on a link, and I can't quite see it, so I'm gonna pull it up really quick.
Already.
So while I'm pulling this up, just promo everybody again for tomorrow. Friday mornings at 9 a.m. guys. What are you talking about
Yeah.
tomorrow? What's your
We're doing
topic?
some Bill Murray tomorrow.
Bill Murray.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some Bill Murray.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Absolutely.
Is amazing.
Maybe talk some Caddyshack, talk some Ghostbusters, since the new Ghostbusters movie is
Oh,
about to come out and
yes.
everything like that.
Mhm.
I haven't even seen the all-female one yet.
It's pretty
I
good.
have.
It's good. I gotta go watch
It's
that.
not bad. Yeah.
When his voice goes high like that, he's like, "Yeah, he doesn't really like it, but he's saying he does."
It's fine. No, that's my. It's fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not
Okay.
the original.
Yeah.
But even the original, I'm kind of like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
But we'll
All
talk
right.
about that. Some,
Yeah.
Wes Anderson, Bill Murray as well. So we're gonna do
Yeah.
that. But we like to talk about that. Might throw in some sports content. We'll shake it up. Shake it up.
Shake the earth up a little bit.
Shake it up.
Get it moving.
Mhm.
Shake it up. It's pretty neat.
Shake it up, shake it up. Woo woo.
You had
woo.
asked us how we met. We met
Oh,
through
yeah.
music. So
Mhm.
I was working over at Logan's in Burleson,
Mhm.
right? The steakhouse,
Mhm.
or Logan's Roadhouse. And we have a mutual friend. His name is Eli. And Eli was like, "Hey man, I play music." This was how many years ago? 4 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, 3 years ago, something like that. And he was just like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "I play drums." He's like, "I play guitar." And I was like, "Well, we should get a bass player." He's like, "I got a friend," and that was Tyler.
That's how
We
you
had never met. Yeah, and then he just showed up and we played in my garage. I had like beer cans everywhere. It's just like, gross.
It's a raunchy
Like,
scene.
Yeah, it
I
was.
started
had to
cleaning as soon as I got
just-
there.
Yeah. And he was like, "I'm gonna hate this guy." And then from then on, we just kept playing music. We just had a connection, and we ended up.
Awesome.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
I
was-
love it.
Yeah.
So, before you head out to see them at the Haltom Theater, Cross Timbers Wine and Grape Trail Events is putting on the Burleson, Texas Bistro Wine and Brew Crawl down in Old Town Burleson from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. this Saturday. So you can head out early,
That
get
is
your drink on, and
Get
then
saucy.
Uber
Yeah.
over to Haltom Theater in your best outfits.
And
So
dance it up.
if you want to learn more about getting tickets, go to crosstimberswinetrail.com to pre-purchase tickets. $28, $18, or you can do a $99 advanced VIP beer and wine tasting pass. 2021 beneficiaries of this is St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So
I love it.
some stuff's going to some good
Yes.
cause.
That's awesome.
Have an amazing day and be kind. Tune in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. President Biden doubling down on his agenda despite this week's big Democrat setback in elections in Virginia. In fact, Democrats in Congress adding paid leave and immigration provisions, among other things, to Biden's multi-trillion-dollar domestic